And we're back to our angles of elevation and depression answer key for problems 8 and 9. So if we have a skier at the top of a mountain that's 600 feet from the ground. So we have our skier on top of the mountain, 600 feet from the ground. That would represent a height. He skis 1,000 feet down the mountain, so you don't ski horizontally unless you're cross-country skiing. So since we're downhill skiing, this is 1,000 feet. So we want to know the angle of elevation of the mountain. So if we draw our ground here, the angle of elevation is from the horizontal upwards. So we don't know the angle in this case. So again, using our trigonometry skills, starting at x, we have the opposite and the hypotenuse. So that will be sine. So the sine of x equals 600 over 1,000. And remember, this is where we use the inverse function. So your second sine, and then 600 divided by 1,000. And you get about 37 degrees. So you type in the second key, and then the 600 divided by 1,000. So our missing angle would be 37 degrees. Pretty steep. For number 9, a pilot is looking at the airport from the plane. The angle of depression is 27 degrees, so we first have to start out with a horizontal. The angle of depression down to the airport is 27 degrees. The plane is at an altitude of 10,100 feet. So our plane is 10,100 feet. And we'll make this our airport control tower. So we are at an angle of 27 degrees looking down. The plane is at an altitude of 10,100 feet. We want to know how far is she from the airport in miles. So first of all, we'll solve it in terms of feet. So if you remember, alternate interior angles mean I can take my angle of depression and put it in the position of angle of elevation first. So I have opposite and adjacent. So opposite and adjacent means tangent. So tangent of 27 equals (10,100) over x. When we cross multiply, you'll have x times the tangent of 27. Put it in parentheses. It's one number. Equals 10,100. So x will equal 10,100 divided by the tangent of 27. And that's approximately 19,822 feet. Now, we are not done because our question asks us for the airport in miles. So there are 5,280 feet in 1 mile. So to figure out how far we are in miles, divide 19,822 by 5,280. And to the nearest tenth of a mile is about 3.8 miles. And there you have our examples for angles of depression and elevation.